a lot of people, I'm gonna get so emotional. I don't know, I'm gonna cry. But I do want to keep this real. Hey everyone, and assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims. How are you all doing? How are you holding up? How is your Ramadan? Oh my goodness. So this will be posted on day 6, inshallah. So this is 3 to 6, day 3 to 6 in my series. And I'm Anissa, by the way. I really always skip my whole introduction, but I'm Anissa, and this is a new series called Ramadan Reflections, and super excited. We're gonna get right into it. Because I think this one's gonna be a little deep. So brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. The first episode was, a little light. And this one will be deep. Let's start out with housekeeping. This hijab is a super long maxi hijab. I actually had a giveaway. So if you're not following me on my Instagram, you missed out. I had a giveaway not too long ago, and someone won one. It was like a pretty tan one too, I think they sent out to her, but this is a sky blue, and I have a code ROAST15 if you want to buy from them, and I'll link the website below. The company is absolutely amazing, and I am an ambassador for them, so I'm always posting some new things that I got from them. So if you want to see it, especially jababs and stuff, and especially if you're plus size, I got the hookup. Okay. So the first, for day 3, my and if you don't know how this goes, I'm so sorry. So firstly, I have a journal prompt, and you can also write that down in your journal. Or you could comment below. I do want this to be very interactive, so if you have any answers for them, please do comment below. If not, you can leave an emoji and stay to the end to find out the emoji. So yeah, so I have 3 prompts, and I'm just gonna go over that, and then I'll talk a little bit about it, and yeah, inshallah. So the first thing is, why am I so distracted? Second is, how can I give my all in regards to Ramadan, in regards to my relationship to the Creator, or whatever you thought of when you first heard that. How can I give my all? And then lastly, I've come too far to give up. So that's the 3. So we're gonna firstly start out with, why am I so distracted? If you can hear in the background, you hear my son. I'm a wife. I have all these ideas in my head of what I want my life to be like as well, and I will just stare off into the distance sometimes, and just think about those things. Like, I want to eat better. I want to dress better. What style of clothes do I want to wear, and how do I want to be? Or, I need to pray deeper. I need to give more. I need to look and be a certain way. I need to talk a certain way. I need to educate myself more on certain things. My life has gone by so fast, and I didn't enjoy certain things as much as I would have loved to. And I'll just think of those things, and it's like just putting like a weight and another weight and another weight and another weight and another weight. And it distracts you. I think the only thing that can undistract me is the thought of death. And this is what, like I said, trigger warning, is going to get deep here. Okay. The only time I ever stop and ponder about things is and it's sad to say, but it kind of brings me a little bit of ease. We're all gonna, and it makes me feel like it's scary. You want to do the right things, to go to the right place and all of that stuff. But at the same time, it's it makes everything so minuscule. You cannot take all this stuff with you. Okay. And I know that's like I always say that's broke man talk. Like because I love nice things and I love to work hard to get nice things and all of that stuff, but you can't take it all with you. So my things is like Allah has things written for you, and those things are very easy to get because it's like you're drawn to it. It just comes very naturally. And then there's people who are like killing themselves to get something because someone else got it. Like, if you have money and you got money and you have ideas to get money and you have ways to get money. Sorry for the noise. Neighbors, pipes, probably Papa somewhere, another room. And you have all these ideas and stuff. It's easy for you, like money just comes to you and that's good. But then you have another person who's like just struggling, like the person that's struggling and like money just does not come to them, ideas don't come to them. They have to focus on what comes to them naturally. Maybe they're here to be a service of people. Maybe they're here to love on people, to give people hope, to do what comes naturally to you. Do what comes naturally to you. Stop trying to be like somebody else. And the only time I think about that is like when I die. I'm not going to care about literally anything. I'm not going to care about nothing. Like nothing. I'm going to be like trying to go where I need to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the only thing that you really are drawn towards is like family. Like when you if you think about it, when people are on their deathbed, they're like, bring me my child, bring me this person, have that love around me. And then also for Muslims, like we're just like want to have that relationship with our creator. I'm going to be at the best place. And may Allah allow us to die when he's pleased with us and when we will enter Jennifer's, And, so those are things we have to be praying for, especially during this month of Ramadan, okay? So, yeah, that makes me undistracted, but I do get distracted very easily. And I get into my head about literally everything. Like last night, I was literally wanting to start a home garden. I'm like, we have to make our own food. Like, so I'm just like buying all this stuff for a home garden. So that's just my mind, okay? And the second is, how can I give my all? How can I give my all in literally everything? How can I give my all? I can't. The end, close the chapter, close the book. I can't give my all. I think most of my energy, most of my heart, all of my heart, honestly, it has a desire to please God. And when that happens and when I like put my all into it, everything else looks a mess. Everything else looks a mess for me. Like when I wanted to pray deeply, I have to basically, take 30 minutes before prayer time, put my phone away, and just reflect, and I'll make wudu earlier, and just my mind is just like clear. When I do that and then like I'm praying deeper and I'm slowing down things, things aren't getting done around the house, things aren't getting done or whatever, but like I feel better. Like I feel better. And so it's like I can't give my all in the worldly sense and give my all in a spiritual sense. I have not mastered that yet. It's like always one or the other for me. But I can give my all in wanting to give my all, if that makes any sense. I can give my all in desiring and making my intentions, like we talked about the last episode. I can give my all in that sense. Like I do want to be better, but do I have the ability? No, not right now. Maybe one day. And I don't know if anyone can relate to that. Like you want to do so much, but you would need like 7 of you to do what you want to do. And that's where I'm at in life. Like I want to do so much. I want to give my all. I want to be that mom that makes those like little bento boxes, and we've been doing little DIYs and stuff. Like I want to do all of those things, but I get burnt out so easy. Like, how do you balance your spiritual life and your worldly life? It's like, it's so hard. It's so hard. But alhamdulillah. And lastly, I come too far to give up. And raise a hand if you ever felt like just giving up. If you ever just felt like I can't do this anymore. I'm hitting a roadblock. I'm hitting a brick wall. Just in everything. I'm really talking in a general sense. And these are journal input. So you write these down and you can write down anything underneath it. Whatever how you feel. I do want to talk in regards to Ramadan. I felt like giving up before. And I remember, and this is why I said this will get a little deep, but I remember a few Ramadans ago, because last Ramadan I was pregnant. The Ramadan before that, I was so fed up. I was so tired. I was so tired. I don't know. I was going to get emotional. I was so tired. I wanted a child so badly. And 2 Ramadans prior, that's all I asked for. All I wanted was a child. And I felt unheard and unseen from the world already. If you know my infertility story. Like, I had nobody. And then I felt isolated from my creator because I was like, why is he not answering me? Like, what did I do? And I started to get in that mindset, like, what did I do wrong? And it was so hard for me to fast in that mindset because I felt like this is all for nothing. It's all for nothing, trying to catch later to Qadr and fasting and it's all for nothing. Why would I? Because I've only been asking for one thing for 3 years now. Why? And it was hard to get like that. Like, because we know that Allah's timing is the best timing. We know that Allah can literally do anything. He rises the sun and does everything. He's the air is bringing in my lungs and like how our bodies and minds and scientists can't even figure out half of the things. But Allah has done it so easily. And we know that. And to question his ability to give me a child, like a small little thing, it was so damaged because then you feel like a bad Muslim, like, oh, I don't have faith and all this stuff. But I started to realize it's human nature to want something, and when you're not getting it, to have that reaction. And so halfway through that Ramadan, I just was like, in a state of repentance, of course. I was scared. I was like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to say those things and be in that mindset. And that was my turning point. That was my turning point in my faith. That was my turning point as a Muslim, because a lot of people, I think it's so, but as a revert, that people question your intentions constantly, or like, why did she become a Muslim and all this stuff like that. Like, the worst things have happened to me since I've become a Muslim. And I feel like this, it's a test, of course, but I think I needed those tests to prove to even myself, like, I had those right intentions to become a Muslim, And then also, when you are Muslim and you go through hard things, you have the tools to get through them. Prior, if I would have married someone and went through what I went through, I would not have the tools that Islam has given me to go through that test. You understand? And it would have been horrible. But I did not see that at that time. And I didn't feel that at that time. I went back to my old mindset of, if I don't get what I want, I'm being punished. And we should not look at life like that. We have to understand that Allah knows best. Allah knows best. Repeat after me. Allah knows best. His timing is the best timing. Regardless of what you believe, His timing is the best timing. The worldly desires that you have, because having a child is a worldly desire, is a gift from God. People have to understand that is a gift from God that can be taken away at any time. So appreciate your children. Love on your children. When you go through trauma, because infertility is traumatic, you look at life completely differently than you would if you didn't have, if you haven't had gone through that, And so when I tell you after I had my son, I was a completely different person, a completely different Muslim. I pray differently. I think differently. I speak differently. Completely. Because it does change you. And I will talk about that in a deeper and in a different time. But I've come too far to give up. That's all I can say. I've come too far to give up. And I'm going to end with that because this is it's kind of long. Leave a blue butterfly emoji. And you stay to the end. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said in my last video, my goal is to get 1,000 for October. Hopefully we get there. And I really appreciate everyone. Please leave a comment if you relate to any of these things or if you have a discussion below. Until next time, assalamu alaikum. Love you and enjoy your Ramadan. Until next time.